Welcome everybody to Rantpocalypse Talks Cinemax and Skybound and Robert Kirkman's amazingly awesome TV show Outcast. I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Kelly, and together, if you don't know us, we are a actual mother and son team. I am the mom. He is the son.
I am the son.
I know that it gets super confusing sometimes.
We are very excited. We're very late at doing these reviews as well. I have been a super fan of the Outcast comic books for quite some time now. We were just talking about it. We were just comparing our comic collection. I have the comics individually, and then I have the volumes as well. So I've got volume 1, which has got a very cool cover, and it's got Kyle outside of his house, kind of looking very saddy pants, and it's called The Darkness Surrounds Him, which is the episode that we're also going to be talking about, Season 1, Episode 1, the premiere of Outcast. Then I've got volume 2. It's a vast and unending ruin. It's a pretty cool title. And this one is my favorite one. This is the one that just came out, volume 3. It's This Little Light. Such a cool cover. Love this one. Have not read this one yet. And I've heard that this is the one, like issue 13 is the like holy balls moment where you just lose your shit. So I don't know if I want to read it or not though.
I'm just a loser. I'm just collecting them one by one.
No. That's the better way to do it. But I don't want to read those.
Because, I know. You don't want to get your nasty little oils on them. And
exactly. I don't want them to be all grody and stuff. Yeah. So I make sure I only read the trades. I buy the individual issues. We may bring in some random tidbits from the comic books that kind of compare and contrast them. But I will say that we could never do as good a job as Skybound because holy crap, they've got this amazing series that they're doing. I didn't see the one for episode 4 because that's what it's already up to right now, but they're doing panel to screen. And so they're going through the entirety of each episode, you know, showing you the differences and the similarities from the comic book to the TV show. It's great. I love it. So definitely go check that out on Skybound's YouTube channel.
I must say, I think I'm going to have a hard time watching this show actually at nighttime.
Yes, I did that for the first episode. Super duper scary, super creepy. And yeah, I think during the day is probably the best time to watch Outcast if you're a scaredy pants like us.
How could you not be? This is a truly creepy show. And I'd kind of forgotten. I just went back and watched it again. I'd forgotten how extremely creepy it is. Anytime you get into supernatural kind of stuff like that, I'm like, oh man, maybe I'm next. Oh dang, I like all my fingers. I don't want to have to bite them off. You know, it's just scary.
It is very scary. The supernatural stuff has always scared me, probably since I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I was subjected to having to watch Poltergeist way before I should have watched Poltergeist, and it scared the living crap out of me. I never would have thought in a million years that I would have been so into Outcast, but I'm loving it. It's so much fun. I feel like there's so much more behind these, you know, demonic possessions. I feel like that there's something larger building up. I get that right now we're just getting these individual cases of it within the show and within the comic books, but I feel like there's something larger at play with these possessions, and I can't wait to find out more. So getting into this episode, what did you think overall getting to see this show come to life?
I thought this was, like I said, I mean, it was extremely creepy. I love Kyle. I love the character. At this point, all this crap just keeps happening to him. We see like maybe he's the catalyst for this, and he doesn't deserve it. But he's a nice, warm character that isn't like the superhero kind of guy.
I like that a lot about this show, the fact that the characters are grounded very much in reality. And I really like this world that they built in Rome that Robert Kirkman has built. By the way, he wrote this episode as well, and it was directed by Adam Wingard. Adam Wingard has done movies like You're Next, VHS, and The Guest, which are all very awesome, very creepy movies. The introduction of the characters, because that's basically what we're doing in this episode, is we're introducing all of us, the TV show viewers, to the world of Rome, West Virginia, to our characters, Kyle, Reverend Anderson. We see Kyle's sister. Kyle has had such a very, very shitty upbringing by the fact that his mom was possessed whenever he was a younger boy. And I mean, good God, she put his ass through the ringer. There was recently a story about a grandma switching her grandkid or something, like taking the switch and put it on the grandkid. And she got arrested for that shit.
I know.
Man, that little kid, he better be glad that he didn't have Kyle's mom for a mom, because holy hell.
Why would you want to live back in that house that had all of those horrible events happen to you? What would make you move back to it?
I would not want to move back to that house. That's such a place of painful memories. I mean, and that's what's cool about the show. I love that they weave the flashbacks in with, you know, him seeing different parts of the house. I love that. I didn't know how they were going to weave all of the little flashbacks and stuff. You're telling Kyle's backstory and how he came to meet all these demonic possessions and everything, and how they came into his life, how they've affected him. So I love the way that they weave that into the show.
It's sad to me when we do get those flashbacks and he's so clean and just this, you know, I mean, super, you know, straight looking dude that has obviously had to work really hard to get to that point. He's got this beautiful home and his beautiful wife and his beautiful daughter. And he was working hard to be normal, and the demons wouldn't let that happen. And it's heartbreaking to me.
Very heartbreaking. I can't wait to find out why. I've heard that issue 13, like there's a major revelation in that issue, and you come to find out a little bit more about what exactly is going on. I won't spoil it on here, you know, in our reviews or anything like that, because this is just for the TV show, but I may do a separate video because I cannot wait to find out, because it's a very slow burn in the comic books, and I like the way that they're building up the world in this first episode. It's just great. We get such an awesome introduction to all these characters. We see how that they interact with one another. It's fantastic. We see a little bit of Kyle's background with the beatings from his mom. Yeah. He's just like wondering what the hell is going on. Why is this happening to me? Could you imagine how tragic that would be to have to live through that with your mom, just being so horrible to you, and then to make it through that, like you said, and come out of it on the other side, a fairly well-adjusted individual. Like, I wouldn't even say fairly, it looked like he was extremely well-adjusted. Right. And we got that little scene between him, his wife, and his daughter, as his wife is just beating the shit out of his daughter.
And obviously he's the one that gets blamed for this, apparently. Yeah. Because he's no longer able to see his daughter anymore. Which again, another thing that just makes you just feel so much for this poor character. And I love that they've done that immediately, one episode in, and I really like Kyle.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, he's a really interesting character. I can't wait to find out more about this character. And I love Patrick Fugit as Kyle. I love the kid actor that played Joshua. His name was Gabriel Bateman. Not really sure. Probably Gabriel. He did an amazing job, because holy shit, I was never so frightened by a kid actor probably since Pet Sematary, because that kid did an amazing job playing Joshua.
He did this lovely job, like you said, because he was this sweet kid with this, he's got this sweet angel face, but the maturity that he was able to put on, I mean, as soon as Kyle walks into the room, I know you, you're Kyle Barnes, and just, he was so great. And then by the time that we get to where Kyle has, basically got the demons out of him, and he does this little mommy. He just is you're right, amazing actor.
That was one thing that they definitely did change from the comic book to the TV show, is the opening scene with Joshua. They just added a little bit more to it, which was perfect. In the comic book, they open with him basically biting his finger off. Like that's where it kind of opens up right there. But in the show, I just thought it was such a more gruesome, creepier open. I mean, imagine that. This is how you open a freaking TV show is a little kid bashing his skull in basically to
Yeah.
kill a bug, and he
Yeah.
eats it. Ooh.
Yeah. It was, I know I had talked to somebody about the episode. I said, hey, are you watching Outcast? And they're like, nope. As soon as I saw that kid, you know, eating that bug with his bloody forehead dripping and, you know, licking it off the wall, they're like, nope, not watching. So I was like, yeah, I could see how that's not for everybody. But I did love
for us.
Yes, exactly. I loved that Kyle made what I felt like was the discovery that it's his blood, that if they drink his blood, gross, then that's when the transformation, that's the demons can't handle that.
Yes, I don't know everything about that yet. Still, like I said, I'm 12 issues into the comic book, and I still don't know why that is. So I think that may be a slow reveal for us on the TV show. I'm really fascinated by that. You know, what is it within Kyle that hurts these demons? What is it within Kyle that drives them out?
Well, and because they're so compelled by him. It seems like they want something from him. The demon was sucking some essence from Kyle, some I don't know, you know, his spirit, his soul.
That didn't hurt them though. And
No,
you're right. I mean, that's where I'm confused.
But it was something that they wanted.
Exactly. Basically, they're Shang Tsunging him.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks to me, yeah, that they're just sucking the life essence out of him, that there's something within Kyle, obviously, that they want. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to cover off on. Oh, I wanted to say, really cool, neat little touch in this episode is that Savior Malls from The Walking Dead. She's in this show, which is really cool. She is Reverend Anderson's assistant. She's the church secretary. I don't know what her position is, but she's in the show.
I didn't notice. She must not have been coughing a lot.
No, she was not.
That must not have been. So I didn't notice her.
So what do you give your score out of Bacon? If you're new to the channel, we like to score our TV show episodes out of Bacon because it's the best thing ever.
Bacon is the best thing ever, and we do it on a 1 to 5 bacon scale, and I give this a 5 bacon. 5. Oh wait, that makes 10 if I do that. So just 5. You.
Awesome. I am the exact same, 5 out of 5, because for me, I've waited quite some time to see the panel to the screen, to see how that translated, and it translated beautifully. This was almost an identical recreation of the first issue of the comic book. They added a few things that happened in subsequent issues and sprinkled them into this premiere episode, but it worked amazingly. It was super cool to see all these characters come to life. It was super cool to see the world come to life. It was creepy as fuck. The awesome intro by Atticus Ross. Amazing job. Thank God Atticus Ross did a super cool one to this TV show. He is
instead of the one you hate. The one you hate. Yeah.
Fear the Walking Dead, not so much. Fantastic episode. Loved it. We hope you liked our rambling talk of the first episode. We'd love to hear all your thoughts on episode 1 in the comment box down below. If you want to email us, it's just rantpocalypse@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can go find us on Twitter. It's @rantpocalypse. And thanks so much for watching. If you liked our videos, please hit the like button and subscribe for more Outcast content in the future.
Thank you. Bye.